Hello, I'm ASAL LATIFI, and I'm here to show you the world through the eyes of children. As a young child, I would always wander around my grandmother's house. I would argue with my cousins over ordinary things, such as him taking my school bag back. I always had joy. I went to my mother's school and my grandmother's school. It was so fun. I loved it a lot. That wasn't until my childhood had been taken away by the Taliban. It was night. I remember it clear as day. We walked all night through the woods. We had no foods or drinks. I remember being on a mountain, and I watched in horror as I saw a lady fall from the ridge of the mountain. It was terrifying to see. I started crying, but nobody noticed. Everybody was worried for themselves. My younger brother was on my mother's back, and my father was carrying our stuff. I started crying a lot. I remember that as I was walking and crying due to my tiredness, a man held me by my mouth to shut it. I still don't know why he did that. It was so scary. I had a sense of fear and tiredness. I really didn't know what was happening. Why did we have to walk for so long with no food? Why did I have to leave my school? Why did my mother have to stop doing the things she loves the most, teaching? If only my country never fell into the hands of evil, I would still be walking around my grandmother's house. I would be waiting for my dad to come back from work so I can read with him. I wouldn't be standing here today, fighting for my country, and speak about my dear sisters in Afghanistan who are once again experiencing the pain and torment I did as a child. I wouldn't wish this experience on my biggest enemy. Nobody deserves a childhood or teenage years taken away. It is the reason to live on as you grow older. Although I'm safe now in a wealthy country with my friends and my family, and I have no fear of going outside, I can do what I want, I can be in love, I still wonder how I got here. Why would the Taliban take an innocent child's freedom? My childhood started in the Netherlands. I had friends. I went out. I had a lot of joy with school and my friends. I get why so many people don't bother with school. I get that it can be boring and very strict. But to be honest, school is a home for everyone. Imagine one day waking up as a girl, getting news that you are banned from going to school because you are a girl. Boys can go, but you can't. All these girls, they wish for nothing but to go to school. They wish to not wear a hijab from their face to their feet. They wish to not be in male's presence while they're going outside. They have no freedom. Everything they do, they get shot, they get killed. All those young girls, they will kill themselves because they have no education. Now imagine waking up as a girl in the UK. You have the freedom for everything. You can wear what you want. You can go wherever you want. You can act however you want. You won't be shamed or insulted for the choice of your clothes or your behavior. Whereas in Afghanistan, girls cannot step outside without the Taliban enforcing their restrictive idea of how they should look and dress. With the Taliban in power, there will never be freedom for girls. That's why I'm here today, to show you how important education is, even though it's failing everywhere. In education, I believe that children should be able to decide their own future. It shouldn't be the choice of the adults. It should be treated fairly. Schools only care about one thing, which class you're born in. A teacher's responsibility is to make the child improve. Why then ask for money in return? I'm here to make education fair. We can't let the adults pressure you to do the exam or do something you won't later need in the future. A child should decide their own future, no matter what. Finally, I speak on behalf of my sisters back in Afghanistan, whose dreams are no different than any other girl. Their dream is to go to school and be educated to learn a new skill, to help themselves and their country. We also have one nightmare, that other countries, for political reasons, may accept this inhuman behavior of the Taliban and ban school everywhere. Like thousands of other Afghan girls, I wish that countries would stand against the Taliban. Just as my mother is doing, Angela. She started an online school for hope. Even though that she can't really help them that much, she's still defying them. She's going against Taliban. If she can do this, why can't you do it as well? It is more than 100 years that we, the women of Afghanistan, are fighting for a fair life. Even in this critical situation, it is no exception. My mother was a teacher. Now she's a teacher of hope. She's doing it online. The girls in Afghanistan, they're trying so hard. They are managing self-education as well as courageous demonstrations. To close my speech, I would like you to listen to the voice of women from Afghanistan. These women need help from the world to prevent the extremism from expanding in the region and the planet. It is not time to close our eyes and just ignore their voices. It is time to give them a hand, open our eyes, and take this seriously. The time for action is now.